What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are doing great and I hope you're having an amazing day. In today's video, as you read the title, I'm going to talk about psychology when trading Forex. This is a topic that I haven't really discussed on this channel. Maybe in some videos I discuss a bit about it, but I haven't really made a video specifically about it. And I thought it was the time to do it because psychology, it is very, very important. Psychology sometimes can be more important than a strategy because you might have a solid strategy or a solid trading plan, but if the psychology isn't there, uh, you might not be profitable because of that. And trust me, I went through this a lot of times and I still do sometimes, so it's normal. But the more you get the hang of it and you are disciplined with your plan and you always respect what you set your mind to do, the better it will be. All right, so this video will be all about this. I'm not gonna show you a new strategy. I'm not gonna talk about this. I'm not gonna talk about new indicator. I'm just gonna talk about psychology. I know that this video might not get a lot of attention because a lot of people just like to see new strategies, new indicators, new sniper entries, but I am sure that you guys that will watch this video, I'm sure that you are very serious about your trading journey and that you really want to take it to the next step, and I really do respect that, and I hope that this video will help you. All right, so before I start the video, as y'all know, you can feel free to share and like the video if you enjoyed it. Also, make sure you are subscribed to not miss out on future uploads. If you want to check out my free signal group on Telegram, you can join it by clicking the link down below. And if you want to sign up with the broker I use, link is also down below. Feel free to check it out and sign up with it if you like it. All right, so let's just get straight into the video. Oh, and before I start, if you have any questions, please drop them down below. I always make sure to reply to every single one of you. All right, so trading psychology. When does psychology interfere? Well, it can interfere before entering a trade, after entering a trade, and during a trade. Okay, so yeah, that's very interesting. Now, you might ask yourself, well, how can it appear before entering a trade? Yeah, like you heard, sometimes before you enter a trade, you do your top-down analysis, you see that everything is in check, and then before you have to enter the trade, you're like, you're afraid. You're afraid to enter a trade because all of a sudden you think that your analysis might not be good, and you just decide to not take it. Then what do you do after? You just see where the trade went, if it went to the take profit or stop loss, even though you didn't enter. And then, sorry, and then if it goes in your take profit, you'll become angry. Then you will take setups that do not respect your rules because you think like, oh man, I missed that trade, I missed on making some money, now I have to pay back, I have to get in new setups, I have to make all that money back, and you just start analyzing many more setups on many pairs, sorry, and those might be setups that aren't valid, that do not respect your rules, that do not respect your top-down analysis, and you will enter them. Why? Because of your psychology, because you didn't enter that trade that was valid, and now you have the feeling of FOMO, fear of missing out. You want to pay back, you want to you want to make money because you think that, oh, I missed that last trade, it was a profitable one, but I didn't took it. All right, also for the people that do not have time to trade Forex every single day or still struggle being profitable while trading Forex but still want to get setups like this, I highly recommend you check out my free signal group on Telegram. The link is down below. This setup was literally sent today. It was a buy limit pending order. All we do is send pending orders because like this every single one of you will be able to make profits from the signals, and this one was sent in the VIP. Of course, if you want to upgrade to the VIP, where we do VIP live weekly coaching sessions every single week, you can do that from the free signal group. Okay, enjoy and thank me later. So this is all psychology. And why did it happen in the first place? Where there's a few reasons why you didn't enter the trade in the first place, the one that hit your TP. First reason might be you might be risking too much on a trade. Okay, let's say you want to enter the sell here, right? And this you might take this as a double top. You want to enter a sell right here, stop loss right here, and then take profit right here. Okay, it's just a random setup. Okay, before you enter the setup right here, after this engulfing, no, not engulfing, after this red candle, okay, after this bearish candle, instead of entering your setup, you'll be like, oh man, but do I really need to enter it? And you won't enter it. Why? Because there's a few reasons why. The most popular one, which was one of the reasons I missed a lot of trades, is because I was risking too much money every single trade. I was afraid to lose the money that I was risking. Okay, basically I had a $500 account, let's say, and I was risking $100 per trade, which is way too much. All right, I always say you should be risking between 1 and 3% per trade. You should really determine a number and stick to it. If it's prop firm, then 0.5% is more than enough. But if it's your personal account, and let's say you have a smaller account like a $100, $200, I will not recommend risking more than 5% every single trade. All right, and after you fix that number, just stick to it. Risk 3% every single trade. Do not change it, because if on one trade you risk 2% and on the next one you risk 5%, then you will lose twice. All right, basically because of your bad risk management. So the most popular reason is that you are afraid to lose the money that you want to risk. Okay, so what's the simple solution? To risk less. All right, it's not shame to risk less. It's not a race. You do not have to make a certain amount every single day. I know it's very hard to understand. It took me a lot of time, and I still do face this type of problems right now as well. I'm being honest. But the better you get the hang of it, and the more control you have over yourself, basically, because trading is also about self-control, you know, because if you cannot control yourself, then trust me, it's going to be very hard for you to be profitable over the long term. Yes, you might have some few profitable days, but in the long term, you'll be on the losing side. All right. B, you don't have a strict trading plan. You don't have a strict trading plan. And C, you don't have a backtested strategy, a strategy that you already backtested and that you already are very confident in. All right, because after you backtest the strategy and you use it for a long time, let's say on a demo, and you did your backtest with a bar replay, and you know that that strategy is very profitable, and you have certain parameters for it. After everything is set, after a strategy is set like this, and you have a strict trading plan, then you should not be afraid taking a trade, because you know that your strategy is profitable and all the parameters are set. Now all you need to do is entering a trade. All right, but now I am assuming you guys already have a solid strategy, you already have a solid trading plan. The only reason you will not get into trades like this, for example, that you miss out and then you cry over because, oh, I didn't took it, is because you are risking way too much. All right, that's the main reason. All right, so now let's say you are in a trade. Let's say you enter the sell. You decided to enter the sell right here. Okay, right now you are in a trade. It's playing out. Right now, look, it went in profit. Okay, right now it went in profit. So here psychology plays a very big part as well. Holding your trades. It is very hard to hold your trades, especially for beginners. I see so many people and they're good setups. They go in profit, and then the price comes back close to break even, and then when it comes back to break even, they just freak out and they close early. Why do they close early? Well, the same exact reason. Most likely they are risking way too much money on the trade that they cannot afford losing. They be like, oh man, my stop loss is here, price looks like it's gonna retrace, I might just get out of it right now because I do not want to risk the $100 that I'm risking on this trade. Okay, 9 out of 10 people will close here because of that. Okay, because you are risking way too much on a trade, and because of that, you will close your trade early. And after that, check this out. Check what happens. After that, the price just melts and goes straight into your take profit, and then you will feel very bad because you literally closed here because you were afraid that price will come back into drawdown and might hit your stop loss, and then look what happened. All right, so risking a lot on a trade is not an option. Okay, that's why you have to keep it very simple. And that's why you have to keep it very simple and risk money that you can afford losing, that you are comfortable with. Okay, because a lot of people, when they get into a trade, they do not think about how much they lose. They only think about, oh, 4R, I'm gonna make $400. That's insane. But they do not think about, oh, if it hits my stop loss, how much will I lose? They only think about the profit. But then when the trade is running, that's when they will think about the loss as well, because my price might get into drawdown, which is perfectly normal, guys. Like, drawdown stop losses are very normal, are something like, it's part of the game basically, you know? Like when you go on a road with your car, like it's normal from time to time for some bumps to appear, you know? Like you won't get a perfect road. It's exactly the same thing here. Like you cannot have only take profits, you cannot have only straight sniper entries. Yes, those can happen. I'm very sure of that, but stop losses and drawdown are very common as well. And the faster you understand this, and the faster you understand that you have to use a strict plan and be very disciplined and control yourself, control your emotions, the better it will be. Okay. Otherwise, these scenarios will be very, very often, and it's very frustrating. Okay, it's very frustrating. I went through this as well. And I was talking about after the trades. Psychology can occur after as well. What does that mean basically? Well, let's say you actually won this trade. Okay, you actually won this trade, you made a 4R, and then you'll be like, oh man, I'm so good at this. I'm so good at Forex trading. I should probably get into another setup. I should probably get into another setup because I'm too good at this. I need to trade. I need to trade. I do not have any time to stay. I need to trade the markets. I need to make more money. All right. And I don't know, let's say, let's say you would enter a buy right here because you saw this bullish movement, and for some reason you would be like, oh, I would enter a buy here, not respecting your trading plan, and aim for this high, being like, oh, this is a 3.4R, I'm gonna make another $300, let's say. And then what happens? Price hits your stop loss, and then what do? You will be very angry, and most likely you will get into more trades. And after that, it's like a domino effect, you know, like one piece after another will fall apart and your account will eventually blow. Okay, and that's not something to be happy about or proud about. Okay, so yeah, I know that these examples are very common, so do not feel bad if you go through this right now. Everyone goes through this. All right, there's nothing perfect when trading Forex. There's no 100% win rate. There's no 100% winning strategy. There's not only profits. No one can claim, no one can show you proof that they only have profits, and drawdown is normal. Everyone faces drawdown. Okay, so that's something that you have to understand. And risk less, like all of these problems here can be solved if you risk less. 90% of psychology issues when trading Forex come from people risking way too much on a trade, thinking only about how much they can make on it instead of thinking of how much they can lose. And then when the trade is running, that's when they think about, oh, this might be a loser. What should I do? Oh, I should close because I'm comfortable with closing now. I do not want to risk my $100. Okay, you don't want to risk your $100, then start risking $10. Okay, you'll start then risking $10. Yeah, it might not be a big amount, but you won't have the psychology problems anymore. All right, you'll be much more comfortable holding trades, taking the good setups only, not FOMOing into new setups that do not have anything to do with your analysis. Okay, and like this you will become much more disciplined, and over the long term you will become profitable. Okay, so that's the solution. That's the main solution, to risk less, because that will solve 99% of your problems when trading Forex, psychology problems, I mean, okay? Because of course you have to have a good strategy. I'm talking here about psychology, but I assume that you already have a good strategy, all right? That you are using a profitable one, that you already backtested, you already did your demo time with it, and you know that it's profitable, okay? So that being said, risk less, have a strict trading plan, because the simpler you keep things, meaning profit targets, risk management, having a set risk management, having a set strategy with set parameters. If you have all these things set and you risk less, you will see that the psychology problems will most likely go away and you will trade Forex very comfortably, all right, with no emotions, because that's the goal ultimately, to trade like a robot with no emotions, take only the valid setups and risk accordingly, all right, to your plan. Before I continue with the video, guys, if you are looking for a broker to trade Forex with, indices or crypto, I highly recommend EuroTrader. You can sign up with them by clicking the link down in my video description. This is the broker that I am currently using. I had no issues with it. They offer spreads as low as 0 pips. They have different account types, leverage up to 500, and their customer support is amazing. They have credit card withdrawals and deposits. Everything is very professional about them, so that's why I highly recommend you guys to check them out. Okay, so link is down below. Feel free to sign up with EuroTrader. So yeah, this was pretty much it for today's video. I really hope it will help some of you guys, those that will understand what I'm talking about here. I really hope it will help in your journey, become a better trader. And yeah, as I said, if you have any questions, please drop them down below. And also those that yet don't have a profitable strategy and you're interested in one, you can feel free to DM me on Telegram if you would be interested in joining my mentorship, or if you want to book a one-on-one session with me, you can do the same thing pretty much. Just DM me privately on Telegram and we'll discuss, okay? So yeah, that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this one. I wish you all a very good day, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.